Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So we are ending our smooshing month with another watercolor technique, so make sure you watch our video to see what we do. All right, so today's Technique Tuesday, we are actually going to be bringing in our watercolors once again with our Distress Watercolor Cardstock here, and we are going to be giving you a sneak preview of the new stamp of the month that is coming out in just a few days on Friday. So this is the September stamp of the month, and we are going to be watercoloring on our stamps today. So I'm gonna bring in my aluminum cut rail blade here. I always keep my scraps in my thing.
Cut rail blade along with your cutter.
Oh yeah. And just pulling in some scraps here. So I'm gonna do a few borders and things like that with these. We can always cut them to size. I'm actually gonna cut this one down. So let's see, how big is that? I need that to be 4 inches. So this is a 4 by 3, 2 and 3/4 ish. And then I'm gonna use these for some borders. This paper is unfortunately being retired along with these watercolors. So if you wanna get them ASAP. I absolutely love our watercolor paints and stuff. So these are not being retired though. No. The brushes are not.
And there's only a few left of the watercolor paper.
Yes, I love the watercolor paper, so get it fast. All right, so we're gonna start with this one and this beautiful stamp here. Just get a block.
I love this stamp because it just reminds me, I like to use it on heritage pages.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Heritage, it like reminds me of like French decor.
Yes,
I don't know why.
Yes, it does.
All right, so I'm gonna season this up. It's brand new, it's a big stamp, so use a bigger surface on your body. And since Mom said like heritage, like, what color do you want to use? I mean, we could literally do this in any color.
Yes, you can. But probably a more muted color.
I kind of want to try that one.
Oh,
right.
That's really pretty.
It's like a peachy. So because there's some like fine lines in here, I am going to use my small round brush. So I'm going to make sure that this is cleaned off. We're just going to put some in the number 11 here. And then we just brush it along our stamp. You got to do it kind of quick, but you don't want to saturate too much. You want to get more of the color of the paint than too much water, because it will just, you know, water all over your stamp then. But I also want to do it fast because I don't want it drying on me. So the reason that I'm using the smaller one besides the bigger one is because I've got those tiny lines. So I didn't want to get too much water, like I said, on my brush. But
yeah, you have to work more quickly than you do with a regular ink pad because...
Yes. And since this is also watercolor cardstock, it's going to actually grab it better. And if you have a bigger stamp, you remember you can always use your thumb and just push that down. And it is meant to be an accent, and that is beautiful.
Yes, and I love that color too.
And like we said, yes, you're not going to get the full stamped image. Mom will actually clean this and we'll stamp the image so you can see what it looks like. But do you see how that just kind of gives it a really nice texture? Imagine just doing this on the side of a page or a card. Perfect. Just to kind of give it, you know, that little bit of oomph. You can also take some gems and things like that to, you know, accent this a little bit. I actually just happen to have my Cozy Up dots here. So look how nicely that goes with this. So, you know, you can add some dots or something like that from everything else. The Cozy Up dots, I would get these also before they go away because Cozy Up, oh my goodness, these dots are good for so many different things. It doesn't just have to be a fall paper pack. I think we got like 6 each, right? I just love them. They're so pretty.
Yes.
So that's just one thing. Let's now do this butterfly stamp because this one was really pretty. So that one I used a 3x3 block. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need another 3x3 block for this one. Nope, I'm going to my 4x4.
And I'm just going to take this. So
yeah. So it would have fit on the 3x3, but I just feel like the 4x4 works better, especially since I cut this at 4 inches. See how that looks better? So, I don't know. With this butterfly, I really want to do the purple.
Well, you know how I feel about purple.
I know. It's Mom's favorite color. So So I think I'm gonna take the bigger one on this. I cleaned this one, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna take number 19 for the butterfly because it's such a pretty deep purple. To show you that you don't only have to do this for heritage either. You can do it for a lot of other things. And I'm using the medium round brush now. So just being careful when it's those thinner spots, but because the butterfly has such a big surface area, it's a lot easier to kind of just swipe over with this brush. Ooh, I might have slid it just a little bit, so this might come out a little messier than I'm hoping. It sloshed a little as I put it down. But there's no mistakes. Like I said, this is meant to be kind of, you know, you can kind of see the water actually soaking into when I press it down. Didn't push hard enough in the butterfly center, but just goes to show you that there's no mistakes. I mean, I think that actually kind of looks cool. But I'm going to turn it over to the back of this. This is actually the flatter part. So let's wipe this off. And you know what my problem is? I'm not stamping on a Versamat. Well, that was dumb. Oh. Let's grab in a Versamat. How, that was silly of me.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And I didn't notice.
No, I didn't either. And because this one's wet, I'm going to just put it on a scrap paper for now. All right, let's try that again with a Versamat. Oh, look, I'm just showing you how well the Versamat works. Oh, so much nicer. So that is the magic of a Versamat.
Yeah.
Totally helps you.
That's really pretty.
The purple for some reason likes to go up into my brush more, so I have to clean that more. But isn't that just pretty, like as an accent piece? Yes, I did slip a little bit again, but it's just so pretty and can be used on so many different things. I just love it. I love how this watercolor effect looks just using them. All right, let's do a little bit of a longer one now.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this film strip. All right, so this is the film strip. And this one I'm gonna do in a brown. So I'm gonna use this on number 34 on our thing here. So 34 is down here. Gonna use once again the small round. Isn't that awesome? I did miss actually painting the one side, so that was my own bad. But before I actually do anything else, I'm going to stamp the butterfly. I'm taking my espresso because I'm pretty sure that one looks the closest. And I'm taking the butterfly stamp. And this is just to show you what the butterfly looks like. So I'm taking this. I'm actually going to stamp it right on the edge here, next to my watercolor. And so you can see, I mean, I know this is on Distress Watercolors cardstock, so you can see like there are some lines. That's just the way that Distress works. But see how close it actually came when we did the stamping versus doing it with watercolor. Obviously, the words are clearer with the ink than this, but it's supposed to give you that watercolor feel and effect. And if you wanted to make something like we did here, for, you know, a border or something, you could do this obviously directly onto your pages too, but I'm gonna still take in more of that color that we just put on here. Put on a little bit more. You saw I stamped over underneath and now, or under it underneath, and now I'm stamping it over on this side. And isn't that just a really cool effect? So you can totally layer with stamping and with watercolor stamping, whatever is easier. But there's just another stamping technique that you can do. So, all right, that's Technique Tuesday.
And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. But that is our watercolor stamping. So we hope you enjoy it. We hope that you try it out. This obviously is the stamp of the month for next month, so it's coming out on Friday, right?
Yes, September 1st.
So get that stamp, use it on any other stamp.
It's such a beautiful stamp. And
So
it's such
it
a
is.
great technique too.
It is. It really, really is. So we hope that you guys use it in your crafting, and we'll see you on Thursday for Throw Together Thursday. It's already done, and it's beautiful. So we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
finally have a slop sink in my basement, so we don't. Oh, pumpkin spice down. Ooh.